I bought a dog just for this intro. Do a trick. Hey guys, it's Atari B here, and I'm bringing you a new segment called Sale Sunday, where I do the dirty deed of playing those games that have been marked down for your gaming pleasure. This week I took my search to Steam, and boy did I find a treasure trove of mediocrity. So without further ado, let's jump into things.
This first title is called 4 PM, and it's a project that was developed by one man, and I hope I don't butcher this, Bojan Berbora, as a project for the National Film and Television School in the UK. I'll give him some credit. For one man working on it, the game looks okay. Your protagonist is an alcoholic party animal.
I can't relate to this character at all.
So basically, you help this protagonist do awesome and exciting things, such as check your voicemail, fix a picture frame, ride in a taxi. But that's just at home. Imagine the fun things you can do when you get to work. Oh, you can play computer games and drink more. I don't blame her. The boss is kind of a douche.
Polar bear?
What did you say?
That's what you are right now. A polar bear. On very thin ice.
Eventually your character says, fuck it, and decides to sneak out of work. It's at this point that you get to make a decision that actually matters to your progress in the game. You can either go to the roof, or you can go to the bar. Being that your character literally says, fuck this, I need a drink, I decided to follow the story's natural progression and go for a bev. Wait, what the hell's happening?
This is supposed to be an interactive game. All I can do is drink. That's my only choice.
I'm looking around, there are no other options, and am I just supposed to keep drinking? Oh, shit!
That ain't gonna buff out.
And that's the end. I actually think there are alternate endings if you did different things. For the life of me, I just don't care enough. Metacritic gave this game a 41 out of 100, and after playing it, oh my god are they being generous. I paid $2.99 for this, and I feel ripped off. The characters are absolutely unlikable, unrelatable, and the gameplay is choppy and unnatural.
Next game!
Well, the first one was a dud, but I am excited for this next title. I saw about 10 seconds of this game in a preview, and I knew I had to have it. And if I'm being honest, I expected to rip this game apart. Its graphics are laughable, its reviews were just awful, and it cost me 14 cents. No, seriously, the soundtrack cost more than the game. Look it up. The story, if you can call it that, is that you're an alien who has to rescue his people from another alien race by completing the challenges? I don't know. You get weapons along the way and blast through hordes of zombies to reach the end of the level. And it's fun as hell! The weapons feel great to use, your movements are fast and surprisingly natural, and the soundtrack is fucking awesome! Seriously, listen to this.
This is awesome!
On top of that, the difficulty is great. I died continuously, but the levels are pretty short, so I really didn't mind. It was always kind of hard, but not unbeatably so. Sometimes you could even get into a rhythm and just mow your enemies down. Other times you had to jump around the map, dodging attacks, and pumping out shots. Also, the unlimited ammo mechanic is great for this game. Overall, this game gave me the impression that it doesn't take itself too seriously. It's a huge improvement. I highly recommend it, especially for its 14-cent price tag.
Final game!
I've always fancied myself a natural-born leader, so when I saw Democracy 3 on Steam, you can bet I picked it up with every intention of running the greatest democracy that the world has ever seen. Next up is naming my political party. Obviously, I decided to go with a name that's as regal and strong as I am. My opposition's party, well, not so much. Now, if there's one thing I know about politics, it's that everything is all kinds of fucked up in our country. So to start things off, we had some pretty major changes. I've minted a welfare fraud department. Mostly because it looks pretty popular with voters, and I'm already looking forward to my re-election next term. Next, I check on my cabinet, which as it turns out is actually a group of people and not a piece of furniture. Stupid ass name if you ask me. Everybody looks pretty trustworthy to me. Well, except Jennifer Martinez, my transport minister. I'm watching you, Jennifer. Things are looking pretty solid so far for the badass party. Next thing I do is increase fuel subsidies and institute major fines for pollution. Really don't know what a subsidy is, but those green bars increase when I move it up, so it can't be a bad thing. Next, I lower the income tax, because I sure know I don't want anybody dipping into my pockets. And I increase grants to small businesses.
If I had a small business, I'd put it in my pocket and carry it around everywhere I went.
And would you look at that? My approval rating shot from 28% to 35%. We're making a lot of people pretty happy in this country. I don't make any huge changes after that. For some reason our country's credit score keeps dropping, I don't know. And some racial group called the Black Power Society is apparently pretty pissed at me. I'm not sure what I did to them.
I'm hip with the minority cultures. I listen to Will Smith. He's a rapper.
Around the halfway point of my term, I decided it's time to crack down on the budget. So I cut military spending. After all, we aren't at war right now. I think. Whoa. A failed assassination attempt. That was a close one. Good thing I'm always one step ahead of the opposition. You know, that's the key to politics. You have to keep your friends close, and your enemies, well, nope, I died.
And thus ends my illustrious political career. You know, despite the outcome, I like to think I will still end up as one of the great presidents of the United States. I'll be right up there on Mount Rushmore with good old George W. Bush. Hey guys, thanks for watching the video. If you liked what you just saw, hit the like button. If you'd like to see more videos like this, subscribe. And if you have anything to add, leave me a comment down below and I'll definitely get back to you. Thanks guys.